Good afternoon, beautiful souls, and thank you so much for joining me today once again. My name is Ali, and today we are going to talk about the greatest gift that we have within us. It's something very sacred, yet something really, really important if you are able to tune into it because it will guide you through your life and make your life a lot more easier. And the topic for today is your intuition. So, for those of you who don't know what intuition is, but I'm pretty sure everybody does, your intuition is your inner guidance. It's your inner compass. It's your inner compass that helps to guide you into the right situations, people, and events that bring more experiences, joy, and excitement to your life, or just opportunities that are very necessary for you in order to progress on your path. So when it comes to intuition, it's really important to realize that most of the people are unaware of it because they're unable to tune inward, and to really hear and feel themselves. So when it comes to starting to apply intuition into your daily life, it's important to realize that you need to be able to find stillness, also known as ability to meditate, or simply ability to quiet down your mind in whatever ways you feel is comfortable for you. When it comes to using an intuition, we are also able to recognize, it's comes in different forms and different sizes and different ways. For some people, intuition can be very visual. For others, they can hear things. Other people, they just know things. Intuition can be really anywhere. And that's why it's important to learn how to raise your awareness of your surroundings and your inner world so you can develop this ability and grow it. Intuition is just like a muscle. It's something that you have to constantly work on, you have to practice, and ability for it to really grow is possible, but it takes time and it takes practice and it takes your commitment to do so. However, when you are able to connect to your intuition, to your gut feeling, you will realize how much easier your life will flow, how many more opportunities you will be able to recognize and appreciate in your daily activities. For me personally, intuition really lies within my inner self. Like it's right here. It's in my solar plexus, like in the inner world here. It's not so much about the mind or the brain or the thinking. For me, intuition is about feeling. How do you feel about things? Some people, they connect to their intuition through meditation. Some people connect through their dreams. You can journal. Like I said, it can come in any form. However, what's important is to learn to pay attention how it can present itself to you. Another important aspect of intuition is to realize is when you start to pay attention to it, you will be offered ability to, create change in your life. Intuitive insights usually guide us to new opportunities, new people, new adventures, also known as, creating change. And for a lot of people, change is very scary. Our emotional fears start to kick in, and the fear starts to create doubt and analyze things. And sometimes it's good to have good analytical thinking. However, the brain a lot of times gets in the way when it comes to following your intuition. So when it comes to you learning and practicing your intuitive ability, try to not get so much involved with your head, but more so with your spirit and your heart and your gut and how you're really feeling about situations. Sometimes you can be driving down the road and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I want to go and grab a smoothie. So you end up going to this place and maybe you'll meet somebody there who has like a job opportunity for you. Or perhaps you were planning on staying home Friday night and all of a sudden you just felt like, well, maybe I should go out and meet my friends up. And then that night you'll end up meeting your boyfriend or your future soulmate. Who knows? It can really be anything. But if you're not listening to those gut feelings, you're really not allowing yourself to flow and to really experience life through all the beauty that it's trying to offer you. So it's really beautiful to recognize the power that lies within us. Even Albert Einstein said that intuition is the rarest gift that we humans have, yet so many are unaware about it and so many are not using it. Because we were raised in a world where it's all about thinking and critical thinking and following the rules. And, there's just so many rules upon rules of how we're supposed to live our lives. However, when you tune into your intuition, you realize that the rules don't really matter. What really matters is to really following your inner guidance, following what feels good for you, knowing, what you're doing is the right thing for you at this time. So I invite you to, take this time to really think of how intuition plays a role in your life. Have you had situations where you got a gut feeling, but you ignored it? Can you remember what has happened after that? Or perhaps you can remember a situation where you heard your gut feeling and you followed it. What happened after that? So it really starts with taking small steps to follow yourself, to follow your guidance, and to see how it can lead you into really beautiful and exciting places. So take the time to really go inward. Intuition can really come to us in any form. Sometimes when you need some guidance, you can just sit down and you can ask for it. You can ask yourself and say, hey, how am I feeling about this situation? And just listen, listen to your heart, listen to how you feel inside. Don't think. A lot of times our minds get in the way and starts to create fearful projection of situations. So it's important to realize when you're listening to your intuition to remember that the guidance is not going to have a crazy emotional response. Intuition comes in very clear, very subtle, and usually very still. So if you're thinking to say, your question is, should I go out on a date with this guy? And all of a sudden you hear, yes, oh my God, yes, he's so great, you should do it. That's probably not it, because there's just a lot of emotional response behind that. So turning inward and listening for more subtle replies, for more subtle energies to be introduced when it comes to, finding out what you're really searching for in your answers. But do be careful, because when you start to practice this, the ego mind will get in the way, because it always wants to be, on the front line and get your attention. So pay attention to what feels right. Sometimes, like I said, we can get off the path and follow the journey into, the ego mind, the mind that is searching for things that are not necessarily best for us and for our growth. So pay attention to anything that does not feel right. And if you ever have any amazing insights, write them down, especially if you have a journal already. Start writing down your intuitive insights and then look backwards and see, what has been happening and how has that guidance led you to where you are today. So it's important to realize that the guidance is there. Our intuition is available to all of us. We all have it. It's a gift that we were born with. It's a matter of expanding yourself enough to actually start practicing it, to use it, and to become aware of it. And once you do, I can guarantee that your life will shift. You will find so much ease in finding decisions and making important choices, because honestly, you already know what you need to do, where you need to go, and who you need to be with. Your soul already has all that information programmed into you. It's a matter of tuning inward and listening and really, really hearing what you have to say. So I really hope that helps, you guys to figure it out and start using your intuitive insight. And if you have any questions, please comment, or if you have anything else you'd like to share with me, I am more than happy to take your suggestions and hear you out. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. My name is Allie once again, and I'm wishing everybody an amazing, amazing day. So till next time, guys. Bye.